Good morning everyone. In chapter 5 we have discussed the states of matter, and in the previous video we discussed about the different type of interaction. First is London force, second is dipole interaction, third is the dipole induced dipole interaction, and the fourth one is hydrogen bonding. Where we discussed the definition of hydrogen bonding, and for hydrogen bonding there must be HF bond, HO bond and HN bond. So there must be a high electronegative element must be present for hydrogen bonding, and a charge must be developed on it. So start with the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Means we can say that a dipole मतलब hydrogen bonding between means H bonding between the molecules. Means as for example we discussed about the water molecule. The two water molecule must have hydrogen bonded with this hydrogen and this oxygen. Second example of intermolecular hydrogen bonding is HF. If it is HF, another HF is like this. It is positive, and due to higher electronegativity of fluorine, hydrogen has some partial charge, and here also some partial charge, positive and negative. Due to this negative and positive, there is an interaction between these two hydrogen and a fluorine bond. So an atom in between the two hydrogen, there must be an atom of high electronegativity between the two atoms. The electronegativity of fluorine is as much high that it can interact with this hydrogen and this hydrogen also, with both the hydrogen which is present between the range of this fluorine atom. So this type of molecule, hydrogen fluoride bond, is like this is not linear, but it is like zigzag. Hydrogen, then fluorine, then this fluorine with another hydrogen, then fluorine, HF, like this. Hydrogen is in between it. Hydrogen is in between the HF and then another. So this is the structure of HF hydrogen fluoride molecule. Partial negative, partial positive, partial negative, partial positive, partial negative, partial positive, partial negative and partial positive. I know that you all know the electronegativity of the fluorine, nitrogen, oxygen and chlorine. You must remember the electronegativity of these atoms. The next example, first example is water, second example is HF, third example. The examples are, you can say that the examples are water, HF, oxygen, fluorine, nitrogen, NH3, has hydrogen bonding. and these has intermolecular hydrogen bonding. If it is ROH, alcohol, this is alcohol. Alcohol has also negative charge. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding occurs between water and alcohol and water, like HOH. Here this oxygen, this hydrogen HOR. This is, if it is alkyl group, then this type of bond. Here it is H bond. In NH3, NH3, another NH, N, H, again N, H. So here partial negative, partial positive, partial negative, partial positive, partial negative, and partial positive. So this type, this is hydrogen bond, and this is hydrogen bonding. Another molecule, if it is present besides that, then there is another hydrogen bonding. So this type of, these are intermolecular between the two molecules. This molecule, this molecule, this and this molecule, between different molecules of same type or different type. Alcohol, NH3H2O can also form hydrogen bonding. So there are different types of hydrogen bond, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Next is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular means within the molecule. Second is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular, intra means within one molecule. There are various examples. Most of this type of example is related to the organic chemistry. For example, if it is ortho nitrophenol, here is OH, here is NO, and O is present. Then the bond between these two, this hydrogen bonding, this is H bonding. So this is called orthonitrophenol, given in your NCERT book. Other than this, there are some more examples, like if it OH molecule is present here and COOH, then the bond between these two is hydrogen bonding. Or if CHO is present, if aldehyde group is present here, double bond CO, here alcohol, and this aldehyde group is present here, the bond between these two is also intramolecular hydrogen bonding. An example, these are the examples of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. We will discuss intermolecular hydrogen bonding when we will discuss organic chemistry. Now, the properties of hydrogen bonding. There are some properties of or we can say that the properties of molecule depend on the hydrogen bonding. How? how the physical properties, if we say that the physical property means states, physical properties means states of molecule, depends on hydrogen bonding. First is boiling point. Here is a question, why H2O is a liquid but H2S, S is larger than oxygen, sulfur is larger than oxygen, but the water is liquid at room temperature and H2S is a gas at room temperature due to its hydrogen bonding. Due to its hydrogen bonding, the bond between the two molecules of water is higher than, stronger than that of the H2S gas. How? Boiling point depends on the hydrogen bonding. Look. For boiling point of oxygen group, here we consider nitrogen group NH3, hydrides, all hydrides of nitrogen group, nitrogen, phosphorus, right? Arsenic, antimony, arsenic, antimony. The boiling point of NH3 is higher than the PH3 and this and this. As we know that the boiling point must be smaller, is lower for NH3. We should consider, but due to hydrogen bonding it is higher due to H bonding. And the boiling point from phosphine is increased. The boiling point of is BH3. Antimony hydride is more than that of arsenic hydride than PH3. But the boiling point of NH3 is higher than HbH3. Likewise, if we consider oxygen group, H2O hydrides, H2S, H2SC and H2TE, then the boiling point of water is more than that of these three. Highest is this, then this, then this. So this is the increasing order of, this is increasing order of boiling point. Tellurium hydride has more than selenium than sulfur. Next is nitrogen group, oxygen group, and is HF, HCl, HBr, HI. You all know that the bond between the HF is very strong bond. Due to H bonding, the bonding between the HF is higher than that of the others. As we know that HI is in solid form, HBr is in liquid form, it is gas, and HF has strong hydrogen bonding. So the boiling point of HF is more than that of the HCl, HBr and HI. HCl is a gas, HBr is a liquid. So the physical properties of these are the physical property of these hydrides depends on the hydrogen bonding. Next is iron. Next example 5 is iron induced Next is iron induced dipole. In iron induced dipole interaction, a non-polar molecule is polarized by the presence of an ion near it. Like dipole induced dipole, if iron is present near it, means if we consider NO3 minus ion, nitrate and iodine is I2. Due to presence of this negative charge, there is an induction of dipole in it. This is positive and this becomes negative. It is a non-polar molecule of I2 and it becomes polar due to the induction of this ion. And again, the extent of polarizability, extent of polarity depends on the size of the atom, size of the molecule. Extent of the ion means strength of the ion. It depends on ion induced dipole interaction. Depends on strength of the ion, and second is polarizability of non-polar molecule, and size of the non-polar molecule. When there is this type of interaction, then this type of interaction is called ion induced dipole interaction. Another is ion dipole interaction. Ion is present and dipole is present. Sixth, ion dipole interaction. Ion dipole interaction. The example of ion dipole interaction is like sodium plus and water molecule. This is water molecule. Water molecule. Due to presence of this sodium, this water molecule becomes negative. This becomes positive, and there is a strong interaction between these two. There is dipole and there is negative charge, so there is a polarity develops on it. So like dissolves like. There is a theory of solubility that like dissolves like. Means if there is a polarizability in possible in water molecule, there is a dipole present in the water molecule, then it interact with the sodium plus. If chlorine is present, then chloride ion, then negative part attracts the positive and positive part attracts the negative dipole. This type of interaction is called ion dipole interaction, or this process is called hydration of ions. So this is the end of the interaction forces. 5 or 6 type of interaction. Hydrogen bond is like dipole interaction. So basically there are 5 type of interactions. Intermolecular forces acts on the different types of molecules. Next, our next topic is thermal energy. As we know that today I am going to give you the introduction of thermal energy, and we will discuss thermal energy in the next video. Thermal energy. intermolecular force, or we can say that the interaction energy between that type of molecule are like potential energy, but the thermal energy is basically the kinetic energy present in the molecule. So if we are going to if the thermal energy of, we consider thermal energy of solid, liquid and gas, which has more thermal energy? Gas has more thermal energy. This is increasing order of thermal energy, or we can say that kinetic energy, increasing order. Means gas has higher kinetic energy, so the thermal energy present in the gas is more, and this is decreasing. So thermal energy, if we consider solid, there is an extent of particles, there is a intermolecular distance between the particles. The intermolecular distance between the solid is very low, but at a given time, at a time present, when this molecule can't closer to each other, because with positive nucleus and negative electron, if a particle is present with positive and negative electron, positive nucleus and negative electron, this negative electron repel this negative electron, so there is a force of repulsion between them. Due to this repulsive force, there is a small difference, means small intermolecular space between the solid particles. So we can't say that solid particles have no space between them. There is a space due to the repulsive force present in it, and the thermal energy of solid is less than that of liquid and that of gas. Gas has higher thermal energy and solid has minimum thermal energy. So in the next video we will discuss the thermal energy and some characteristics of gases. First state of matter, gas. Thank you.